Alright, tubes. How about we start putting this back together now? Alright, this is the new flywheel and the new backing plate. You know what? Let me pull these down here so you can see what's going on. Alright, that's about good. See, I wrote down here what the original number was in case somebody wanted to know. Not that it makes any difference, but it's there. And I'm going to put this off to the side for now. Alright, here's our new backing plate all painted up. Gonna put the new grommets in. These just pop in. Push them in. There we go. Twist them around, make sure they're in. Look on the back, that looks good. Alright. Put the other one in here. Okay, looks like it's sticking up a little in the back here. Okay, looks good. Spin it around, help it seat a little bit. Alrighty. Alright, we got them in. Now, put the wires in. Here are the wires that are going to go in. I put a new terminal on there. If you can see it in there, nice shiny terminal. There we go. Okay. Long one goes on the right here. Just shove it in. And I'm going to pull it all the way through here, give us a little room to play. And put the other one in. It just goes right here. Pull that one through a little bit too. It gives room to play. Twist them. Alright. Alright. I cleaned this while I was gone. I cleaned off the terminals here, made them nice and clean and shiny. I cleaned off these too. A little sandpaper, lacquer thinner. You know, it's just one less thing you got to worry about. Okay. There is a top and a bottom to this. The wires go on the bottom against the plate. Okay, like I told you, these wires don't get soldered on. They just get crimped on. So what I do to make it easy, like I said, I pull the wires all the way through. And then you stick it through the little hole here. And then bend it around. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, but I got it wrapped all the way around that terminal. And then you just want to get a pair of pliers and just squeeze it as hard as you can. And that's it. There's no soldering that goes on there. Okay. I'll do this to the other one here. See, this is why I pull them through. It's a little tough to work on. Send it through the hole. That one there, they sort of cut off so it's smaller than normal. That's why I'm having trouble getting it in there, but that's good. That just gives that a little more support. Okay, there we go. Bend that around. And then we'll just crimp it. Just get that on there. Then you bring this wire around here on the inside. Same with this one, goes on the inside. And then you pull your wires through. Okay. Easy does it. Okay, you can still get to these if you want to retry and crimp them and stuff like that if it looks like they got loosened up, but we're doing okay here. Like I say, the wires come underneath here. This had a piece of tape under it. Oh, sorry about that. I wasn't paying attention. This had a piece of tape on there. It's this wire's in good shape, but it's a cloth wire. It looks like it has black insulation covered on it, and then this tape. So it's that's all good. Gonna leave that there. And now you just got to pull these in just a little further. And this one here is okay. Okay, and then this, see up here, sits right up against that little tab, and these other ones sit on top of the tabs. So then you just put our bolts back in. And that one's lined up. Put that one back in. There's very little play, you know. You got maybe about an 1/8 inch of play. I like to pull it down as far as it'll come, because you're only working on a magnetic field there. So this way is make sure nothing rubs. Keep that pulled down. Okay. Now you want to torque up on that, right? Okay. It ain't gonna go anywhere. And you can crimp your wires again. Well, that was okay. Don't mess with it, right? If it's good, don't mess with it. All right. Well, I gotta turn it up, I guess. Might as well put the piece on here. This goes around like this. Or does it? Yeah. You're correct, Road King. It comes around like this. And then you got this little piece here that holds it on. And you just screw that in. Okay, yeah, that's good. I was trying to think in my head which way the wires go, but that's actually where it goes. That goes to the plug that way. It's hard to imagine when all this is, when it's all not put together like this. Okay. All right, so your coil is on. That's all there is to it. Now, let's put our points on. Like I said, you got this piece right here. This is crucial. This keeps everything from grounding out. There's only one way it can go on. You see, they make this hole, that hole's a little too tight or a little too loose. That's where your bolt goes through. Then that fits on there perfectly. And then your thing goes there. Your hujima-bob. Okay. Then that fits over there. And then you put your screw in. All right. You don't worry about tightening this one too much. You know, you put it in just enough to keep things together here. But don't worry about tightening that, because they're going to have to. I made it too tight. You're going to have to adjust these points later on, so it doesn't matter right there. Okay. Huh. Let me shut these off for a second. Let me get some oil. All right. Just before I went to get the oil, I realized it's missing a piece of felt in here. I don't know if you could look. Let me bring this down. All right, right in here, right in this little hole, there's supposed to be a little felt piece, because you oil that, and in the side here there's a hole there, and on the other side there's another hole, and that actually lubricates the points. All right, so I checked the other engine there, or the other backing plate, and here it is. This here's just a little round piece of felt, and that goes in that hole. So, without further ado, let's stick it in there. Okay. All right, and then we'll put some oil on there. Whoop, I got a little sloppy. It's okay. I got a rag right here. You want to get some oil on there, but I didn't want to get that much. You want to get a little bit on the side. Okay. All right. That oils your points. So, while we got that off, let's put our points back on. I cleaned the points off too. All right, you got this little spring here. Sorry about that. I'm trying to keep you in view here. All right, there's a little hole. This is a unique spring. You're not going to find that spring anywhere. It's just got 2 points on the end. It's a compression spring. It's not a stretchy spring. And that actually goes up inside here. And there's a little indentation in the points. And then the other one is another indentation down here. A little hole. Whoops. Old Road King. Old Butterfingers here. Alright, there we go. Got it in the hole. Alright. Then you compress it and just twist this in place and bring it down. And you're all good to go there. Okay. And then you look at the side and you see how well they line up in there. They actually line up. Bring you over here. Bring you over here. They actually line up perfect. So you have 2 washers here. If they didn't line up, you might have had to raise it a little bit or lower it. But right now it's perfect. So these 2 washers are going to go on top. Then you get your little spring clip here. And that just goes on there and holds that in place. That just pushes on real easy. Alright, so your points are in place. Your points are good to go. Like I say, we'll adjust them later. But now, let's put your condenser on. Capacitor, whatever you want to call it. Alright, I got that over here. Okay. Before we put it in, how about we check it? Alright. A lot of guys would want to replace this, but it seems to be working, so. Ground it out. There you go, here's your meter. And then just touch the end there. Oh, my hands are in the way, right? There you go, let me see. Alright, put you up there and I'll come down here. Alright. Should be about 20, 21, 22.22. So that's good. We're going to keep that. Right? Now that capacitor there is probably 65, 70 years old. And everybody's saying, well, replace it while you got it apart. But I'm not. I'm going to keep it there. This capacitor could last another 100 years. Or it could go bad tomorrow. And I think sometimes it's just fun to see how long they last. Alright. Now these wires go under the capacitor. And this one here actually goes on top. Right there. Actually, you know what we're going to do? Let's hook the wires up first. It makes that much easier. Alright, that goes on. And then this wire here from your points. Okay. Put your lock washer. And your nut on there. Okay. Now put one screw on this side and this other ground screw which goes on top here. Okay. You torque up on them babies. Where are you at there? Okay. In trouble with that. Here we go. You know, I'm using this big ass screwdriver on this little screw. I'm just too lazy to get up. Okay. Tighten both of them down good. And then, whoa, I almost dumped the oil out. I'm not doing too good with oil these days. Okay. I'm going to tighten this wire up on a capacitor, condenser. Call it what you like. Okay. That's all there is to it. Like I say, you're going to adjust these points once we put it back together. This is how it looks from behind. That goes to one plug and this goes to the other. There you go. Let me back you back down. There you go. This wire goes to one, this goes to the other. This here at the bottom, this little thing that sets you up on a block. Okay, so that's all there is to it. And your flywheel goes on, and you're all good to go. Alright, next move, next video, we'll probably put the flywheel on, adjust the points, and maybe try and start it. Who knows? We'll see. Alright, talk to you later.